Inside the Stewart Junction Station at the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania is the High Iron Challenge, an interactive hands-on layout for ages 8 and up. It's the remains of a larger G-scale layout that has been converted into a series of switching puzzles for visitors to try their hands at. If you have ever asked yourself, why don't museums let people get more hands-on with things? Just take a look at what has happened to the models on the High Iron Challenge. Do you see the dents in the rails here? These are caused by people setting the locomotives in motion and walking away, leaving the locomotive to run up against the bumper. With the track power still on, the locomotive sits, spinning its wheels and grinding away at the track. I personally have found locomotives left in this state more than once, and I only visit the museum a couple times a year. Beyond that, no handrail has survived on any of the locomotives. One of the locomotives had its coupler completely broken off on my last visit, and plenty of other damage is plain to see if you take a good close look. Not to mention the general abuse inflicted on the models. Just before I shot this video, I observed a young child drag 2 derailed cars from one end of a puzzle to the other. It's not just young children to blame, however. I unfortunately have heard stories of late teens and early 20s screwballs messing with the models in unsavory ways. My point here is not to blast the museum or anything like that, far from it. Interactive exhibits like this have a great impact and can really spark interest. The point I am making is that this is a prime example of why we can't have nice things with a lot of museums and interactive displays. In a nutshell, people break things. I commend the museum for keeping the exhibit running despite the many challenges involved. By all means, try the High Iron Challenge yourself, and if you bring a younger visitor, 8 or older, guide them through a puzzle. All I can suggest is that we take a moment and give some consideration as to how we can respect these displays. If something derails or the couplers get tangled, stop the train and sort it out gently. Don't get heavy-handed with the models. Shut the power off when you're done, and for the love of all things cute and cuddly, don't move cars between puzzles. Keep each piece in its intended location. A display like this deserves respect, not just for the equipment and layout, but for the museum staff who take on the never-ending task of maintaining it. A little respect goes a long way towards keeping the display running, which might just spark the interest in a young soul to join this great hobby of ours.